From mind-blowing moments to breathtaking episodes, HBO will stop at nothing to create iconic screen moments. Speaking of, HBO has lots of exciting new movies and series in store for the year. Out of a lineup full of award-winning blockbusters, one premiering original title stands out as the best new feature coming to HBO very soon. You've probably heard of the House of Dragon, so stay tuned as we provide you with some information about this upcoming blockbuster. First up, what is House of the Dragon about? Since it was revealed that HBO would produce a prequel series in October 2019 that would focus on the Targaryen dynasty, Game of Thrones fans seem to have been holding their breath. It is based on George R.R. Martin's 2018 book Fire and Blood, which is the House of Targaryen's narrative. Every season of Game of Thrones revealed less and less of the Targaryen family as fans learned more about their past. Viserys was the first to die when Khal Drogo poured molten gold over his head for threatening his Khaleesi, Daenerys Stormborn. A dispute over who will succeed King Viserys after his death sparks the beginning of the Civil War. Shockingly, we later discovered that Maester Aemon of the Night's Watch was the brother of the Mad King. When Daenerys believes she is the only Targaryen still alive, Bran Stark reveals to us that Jon Snow is actually the son of Daenerys' older brother, Aegon, and Ned Stark's younger sister, Lyanna Stark. This would have made him the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and the next in line to the Iron Throne. While there were many conflicting opinions among Game of Thrones fans, all eyes are now on the Targaryens in eager anticipation for the new Westerosi narrative to emerge from the ashes. House of the Dragon will showcase the beginning of the fall for House Targaryen and the events leading up to the family's civil war known as the Dance of Dragons. So when will House of the Dragon premiere? August 21st, 2022 was announced as the premiere date for House of the Dragon when HBO, through Warner Media, sent a press release announcing the date and a poster showing a massive glowing dragon egg about to hatch. The 10-episode show will make its HBO and HBO Max debut and air every week. The show will debut in the UK on Sky Atlantic and the streaming service Now on August 22nd. The series order was revealed by HBO in October 2019. Casting for the first rounds started in late July 2020, but there were still a lot more processes left, including filming, editing, and visual effects. The latter could take a long time because a Targaryen-focused series will need to feature dragons. HBO President of Programming Casey Bloys mentioned a deadline in January 2020 where he predicted the movie will premiere sometime in 2022. According to Casey Bloys, the Chief Content Officer of HBO and HBO Max, production started in April. They will most likely air during the same time slot as Game of Thrones, which was at 9 p.m. EST. Much like the original series, House of the Dragon boasts a sprawling cast, with a smaller core set of characters. Interestingly, The Lord of the Rings, which serves as a prequel to a hugely successful and well-received original adaptation, will premiere on Amazon Prime Video on September 2nd this year, according to a statement made in August 2021. This means House of the Dragon has a head start on that series, due to its premiere date. Next, is there a trailer for House of the Dragon? On May 5th, 2022, HBO released a trailer for the eagerly anticipated series, offering viewers a detailed overview of what to expect. There is no doubt that many Game of Thrones fans are anxiously awaiting the premiere of House of the Dragon, the first spin-off series from the hit HBO series. On the other hand, the 10-episode prequel series is based on George R.R. Martin's novel, Fire and Blood, and it's finished, so there's little risk of the series going too far ahead of the original work. However, the Game of Thrones series finale was a huge letdown for many, if not most fans, and HBO will have a tough time regaining their confidence. The lavishly produced official House of the Dragon trailer, which HBO recently released, verifies the general tone and premise of the movie. However, it will need more than a good trailer to dispel those unanswered questions. Additionally, HBO presented brand new, appropriately somber character posters. As I have already stated, House of the Dragon narrates the start of the end of the reign of House Targaryen and is set 200 years before the events of its predecessor. Civil strife and the eventual extinction of dragons resulted from those events, at least up until the arrival of Daenerys Targaryen 2 centuries later. Miguel Sapochnik, who captured some of the most breathtaking, intricate battles on Game of Thrones, is a co-showrunner in addition to co-creators Martin and Ryan J. Condal. He also directed the pilot and several other episodes. So, who's in the House of the Dragon cast? Paddy Considine was one of the first actors to formally join the cast in October 2020. He previously portrayed a significant character in HBO's most recent Stephen King adaptation, The outsider. 2 months later, major actors such as Matt Smith, who played the role of Doctor Who, Olivia Cooke as Lady Alicent Hightower, and Emma Darcy signed on. The core cast was expanded in early 2021 with the addition of Rhys Ifans, popularly known for his role in The Amazing Spider-Man, Steve Toussaint, known for his role in Prince of Persia, Eve Best in The King's Speech, and Sonoya Mizuno in Ex Machina. The final main cast members to join the group were Millie Alcock and Emily Carey, known for her role in Wonder Woman. Millie Alcock will play the role of Rhaenyra. She is a dragon rider who is the firstborn child of the king and has only pure Valyrian blood. The most attractive woman in the Seven Kingdoms is young Alicent Hightower, Emily Carey, who is the daughter of Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King. In November 2019, Ryan J. Condal and Miguel Sapochnik were selected to direct House of the Dragon. The pilot and a few subsequent episodes will be directed by Sapochnik, who won an Emmy for directing the renowned Battle of the Bastards episode from Season 6 of Game of Thrones. Ramin Djawadi will also be composing the score for the House of the Dragon series, continuing his previous Game of Thrones work. And now, where did House of the Dragon film? Northern Ireland, Scotland, Malta, Croatia, Iceland, and Spain are just a few of the exotic and cold filming locations that were used for Game of Thrones. The northern Maltese city of Medina served as the backdrop for the classic exterior scenes of King's Landing. However, Cornwall, England, as well as Spain and Portugal have been named as filming locations for the new prequel series, House of the Dragon. Surprisingly, this is the first project to shoot on the most recent virtual production set at Warner Brothers Leavesden Studio, and it took the necessary safety procedures in light of the COVID-19 epidemic. Beginning with a 2-week shoot in Cornwall in the southwest of England, Season 1 filming got underway in late April 2021. Furthermore, numerous scenes were filmed at St. Michael's Mount, an island castle thought to represent Driftmark, the home of House Valyrian's ancestors. The picturesque Holywell Beach served as the backdrop for several sequences, including those that appeared in the initial promotion pictures for Daemon Targaryen and adult Rhaenyra Targaryen. Meanwhile, in the second full week of September 2021, from September 13th to 17th, filming had resumed in Cornwall after filming in Derbyshire the week before. Holywell Beach once again served as the location for sequences starring young Rhaenyra and Lenore Valerian, as well as war scenes that were supposedly shot there. Kynance Cove, a beach with rock formations farther east along the southern coast from St. Michael's Mount, was also added to the filming location. Finally, how many episodes of House of the Dragon will there be? This season will consist of 10 episodes, just like the first 6 seasons of the original Game of Thrones. The season's remaining episodes, as well as the premiere episode, will be directed by Miguel Sapochnik. Casey Bloys, HBO's chief content officer, hinted at a potential Season 2 in an interview with Variety. To give viewers a greater understanding of the fall of the Mad King, Robert's Rebellion, and the battle at the Trident, perhaps this series will lead viewers right up to the moments shortly before the events in Game of Thrones. Bloys stated at the TCAs that the source material played a role in the choice to produce the show. According to The Hollywood Reporter, when you look at House of the Dragon, one of the advantages it had was it contained text from George R.R. Martin, and it had the Targaryen background. Hence, a more detailed roadmap was present. Choosing to move directly to the series was a simpler choice. Nothing about the pilot was obviously wrong. It is just that sometimes these things work and other times they don't. While Game of Thrones' ending sucked, House of the Dragon can win back the trust of movie fanatics as well as TG writer Rory Mellon. You've finally made it to the end of this video. Perhaps you're bothered about what to watch. Look no further, as HBO will be adding a list of new movies that comprise original programming, old classics, and theatrical titles. If you enjoyed the video, kindly click the like button and subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell icon to get new video updates.